The world of luxury fashion has always been shrouded in an aura of exclusivity and mystique, making it seem almost untouchable to the average consumer. However, a new wave of Chinese influencers on TikTok is pulling back the curtain, exposing the stark reality behind the high price tags of brands like Nike and Hermes, and revealing the truth. Armed with smartphones and factory access, these digital disruptors are giving consumers an unprecedented glimpse into the production processes of coveted luxury goods, showing the real story behind the glamour. Their videos, often going viral with millions of views, reveal a stark contrast between the true cost of production and the exorbitant retail prices, sparking widespread discussions. This trend of transparency is dismantling the carefully crafted illusions surrounding luxury brands, particularly among younger digitally savvy consumers who are eager for the truth. By demystifying the production process and revealing the often surprisingly low manufacturing costs, these influencers are prompting a critical conversation about the true value of luxury goods, challenging long-held beliefs. This newfound transparency is challenging the traditional notions of luxury, forcing consumers to confront the reality that the hefty price tag doesn't always reflect superior quality or craftsmanship, but rather something else. Instead, it often represents a premium paid for branding, marketing, and an air of exclusivity, making consumers rethink their purchasing decisions. One of the most shocking revelations brought to light by these Chinese influencers is the staggering disparity between the production cost and the retail price of luxury goods, which has left many consumers in disbelief. Videos have surfaced showing items, from designer handbags to high-end sneakers, being manufactured for a fraction of their retail value, raising questions about the true cost of luxury. For instance, a handbag that might retail for $150 could be produced for as little as $15, exposing the massive markup that consumers are often unaware of. These revelations are particularly jarring when it comes to iconic luxury brands that have built their reputations on exceptional quality and craftsmanship, which now seem questionable. Consumers are left questioning whether the perceived value of these brands is justified, or simply a result of clever marketing and a carefully cultivated image that may not reflect reality. The answer, as these TikTok videos suggest, is likely a combination of both factors. While luxury brands often cite premium materials and skilled labor as justification for their high prices, the reality is that many of these brands source their materials and manufacturing from countries like China, where labor and production costs are significantly lower, creating a stark contrast. This disconnect between the origin of production and the brand's marketed image further fuels consumer skepticism and doubt. As more consumers become aware of these disparities, the pressure on luxury brands to justify their exorbitant prices continues to grow, challenging the industry's status quo. The trend of Chinese influencers exposing luxury production costs is further amplified by the backdrop of the ongoing US-China trade war, which has been a significant factor in global economic discussions. The imposition of hefty tariffs, reaching up to 145% on certain goods, has led to a surge in prices for US consumers, particularly for products manufactured in China, making everyday items more expensive. This has made the price disparity between factory direct purchases and retail purchases even more apparent, highlighting the cost benefits of buying directly from manufacturers. As a result, Chinese influencers have stepped in to educate US consumers on how to navigate this new landscape of tariffs and inflated prices, offering practical advice and tips. They are effectively acting as digital intermediaries, connecting consumers directly with factories and manufacturers in China, allowing them to bypass traditional retail markups and avoid the brunt of the tariffs, thus saving money. This shift towards direct-to-consumer purchasing has significant implications for the future of luxury retail, potentially reshaping the entire industry. As consumers become more aware of the markups involved in traditional retail models, they are increasingly seeking alternative avenues to access luxury goods at more affordable prices, driving a change in consumer behavior. The information disseminated by these Chinese influencers is empowering US consumers to take control of their luxury purchases. By providing insights into the production process and access to factory direct channels, these influencers are democratizing luxury, making it more accessible to a wider audience. This shift, has the potential to disrupt the traditional luxury retail model, which has long relied on exclusivity and high markups. As more consumers embrace this direct route, the landscape of luxury shopping is evolving, offering more choices and better value. Gap 3S. As the conversation around luxury and transparency continues to evolve, a new trend is emerging: ethical luxury. Consumers are increasingly demanding that brands not only justify their prices but also demonstrate a commitment to ethical practices. This includes fair labor practices, sustainable sourcing, and environmental responsibility. Brands that can authentically align with these values are likely to gain favor with the modern, conscientious consumer. This shift towards ethical luxury represents a significant change in the industry, one that prioritizes values and integrity over mere aesthetics and exclusivity. Gap 3S. The landscape of luxury retail is undergoing a transformation. With the rise of digital platforms and direct-to-consumer models, traditional brick-and-mortar stores are facing new challenges. Consumers are now able to access luxury goods from the comfort of their homes, often at more competitive prices. This shift is forcing luxury brands to innovate and adapt, exploring new ways to engage with their audience and provide a seamless shopping experience. The future of luxury retail will likely be a blend of online and offline experiences, offering consumers the best of both worlds. Gap 3S. In conclusion, the luxury industry is at a crossroads. The transparency brought about by Chinese influencers on TikTok is just the beginning. As consumers become more informed and demand greater accountability, luxury brands will need to adapt to this new era. This means embracing transparency, ethical practices, and innovative retail models. The future of luxury is not just about exclusivity and high prices, it's about authenticity, integrity, and providing real value to consumers. As we move forward, the brands that can successfully navigate this shift will be the ones that thrive in the new era of luxury.